Hi guys, and welcome to reading. Today's video will be just kind of getting you started on what your assignment is today. You will be doing a quick write, which means you'll be writing a paragraph and or more, depending on how much you want to write. And it will include some text evidence coming from the text that we've been working on for about a week. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch my screen so that I can kind of show you around. Okay, so I've got two things pulled up. I have my text that we read last week, and then I have the assignment for today. So today's assignment says that we need to answer the question, why are the oceans important? Sorry about that. Why are the oceans important? So we're going to use that box on the bottom, good morning Freddie, to type in our response. Hopefully it's at least a paragraph. And I will be scoring your responses on a 2-point rubric. So I can see that in order to get a 2, the things I need to make sure, good morning Michael, I have in my response, I answered the question, first of all. I used 3 or more details in my response, which is that text evidence. And by now we know that the text evidence needs to be cited as well. My details are relevant to the question. So the details I choose from the text actually do answer the question. And I answered in complete sentences. That includes having a capital letter and a period at the end for each of your sentences. Now this is meant to be an entire paragraph, so there should be multiple sentences happening in here, right? In order to make sure you have a 2, I recommend responding, typing it out, and then checking the rubric just to make sure you have everything in that. Now I'm going to share with you how I might pull evidence from the text. I'm going to review the text because it's been the weekend, right? The weekend's passed by. You might have forgotten some of these things. So I'm going to take a second to reread some of this and to pull some evidence that I might want to use. So we're under that question number 1, why is the ocean important, is actually the answer you're going to be responding to, right? But you're going to use the whole text, not just this section when you are responding. So I'm going to reread this section. After all, we live on land, but our world is a water world, and the ocean covers 70% of Earth's surface. The average depth of the ocean is 2.7 miles. In some places, the ocean is deeper than the tallest mountains are high. The ocean contains 97% of all the water on Earth. Now, just so you know, there's nothing in there that tells me why it's important yet, though. I can make inferences, but it hasn't really shared anything about why it's important. Okay? Good morning, Brian. All right, paragraph 3 says, the ocean plays a starring role in whatever happens with the environment. One big part of its role is to soak up energy, heat, and distribute it more evenly around Earth. That sentence sounds like it tells me why it's important, because it soaks up the heat. Another part is it soaks up carbon dioxide or CO2. That's another reason. I can get plenty more information and evidence about those 2 topics also if I continue reading in the other sections. So just keeping that section in mind, those 2 quotes or those 2 sentences I plan to use somehow in my response. And so when I go down here to type, I need to make sure that I am writing a full paragraph, which means I need to start with a topic sentence. Kind of like if I was going to write an entire essay, I start with a topic sentence. So if I'm talking about why are they important, I might even start with a hook if I wanted to. You don't have to, but you could. Let's see. The question is, why are the oceans important? So I might say just a statement. The oceans are very important. I can even just turn that around. And then I can start by saying, first of all, according to paragraph 3, the author, explains that the ocean, that one job, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm just having trouble seeing it. First of all, according to paragraph 3, the author explains that that one job the ocean has is to soak up energy. I did not write soak up. I wrote some other thing. Soak up energy. So that would be how I can take one piece of evidence and include it in my writing. And I just need to continue with that. And I need how many pieces of evidence, at least, to get a score of a 2? I need at least 3. So I need to continue with this. I'm not done. This is only one piece of it. So then I continue reading and looking for more. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I want to make sure that you guys have practice with this too. But I wanted to model for you how I reread my page and I found something I wanted to use, and I put that in a complete sentence. Once you've had all your evidence done, then your final sentence should still be a concluding sentence, like as you can see, in conclusion, all in all, something like that, where you revisit that main idea of what you're responding to. So I'm looking for a complete paragraph, and make sure you double check that rubric that you are qualifying yourself as a 2, as if you were scoring yourself. So if you went through and you made sure you had all those pieces, would you receive a 2 if you were grading your own piece of writing, right? All right, guys, let me go back to my face. So I think this will be a nice wrap up to our text. Tomorrow we're going to start a new research project, and so I want to make sure that we use the information from this text in a solid paragraph, and I will be reading those and taking a look and letting you know how you did. Okay? Do you have any other questions? Please let me know. And I can't wait to read your writing. I know today's video is a short and sweet video, but I think it's because it's the end of reading this, and we read it several times. I think you'll be fine. All right. See you later, guys.